Sex and the City originally aired on HBO from 1998 until 2004. It featured 4 female friends living in New York City as they experienced all the city had to offer. Audiences related to the ups and downs of each woman, played by Sarah Jessica Parker, Kristen Davis, Kim Cattrall, and Cynthia Nixon. And they identified as a Carrie, Charlotte, Samantha, or Miranda. Viewers lusted after everything the women wore, carried, ate, and visited. Their apartments were no exception, as they featured furniture, linens, rugs, lighting, and decor that fit with each character's individual personality. In this video, we'll explore the apartments of each woman, how they changed throughout the series, and answer the question, are you a Carrie, Charlotte, Miranda, or Samantha? Let's get into it. Jeremy Conway served as the production designer and art director for the series, while Karen Holmes served as the set decorator. For each of the leading ladies, Conway conceived signature color theories: the big game hunter for exciting and bold Samantha, the colors of a bruise for direct, rough around the edges Miranda, ivory tower for Park Avenue princess Charlotte, and more naturalistic middle tones for the smart and funny Carrie.
Like every woman consumed with a relationship problem, I needed a project to keep my mind from obsessing and my hands from dialing his number.
Nice color. Ecru?
Eggshell.
Carrie Bradshaw, eclectic glam. Carrie's 4th floor walk-up apartment is supposed to be located on the Upper East Side, and she lives in this pre-war 1-bedroom apartment for the duration of the series. The apartment is as much of a character as she is. It is layered, impulsive, and wildly stylish in its own way. From the moment her minty green walls came into focus in episode 2 of season 1, we were invited into a space that was artistic, feminine, and unapologetically personal. Carrie's apartment wasn't pristine, it wasn't polished, but it was perfectly her. There's the chaotic desk tucked under the window, and an abashed pattern mixing with pillows, upholstery, window curtains, rugs, and bedding. While viewers know that Carrie was willing to spend $40,000 on shoes, the same cannot be said about her interiors. The production designer and set decorator agreed that since Carrie focused her funds on her fashion, they would lean into flea markets, thrift stores, and use found pieces she might reupholster for her interiors. Carrie was infamous for mixing high and low fashion, and audiences saw Carrie and Miranda shopping for secondhand clothes, so it makes sense that she would do the same for her apartment. Notice the swirly pattern vintage chaise, Calvin Klein floral bedding, a white atomic age lamp, and a chair used as a nightstand. Personal objects are all over Carrie's apartment and include fashion magazines, candles, art, and accessories. Many renters are not allowed to drill into their walls, so leaning art against the walls may have been a nod to this while reflecting Carrie's casual decorating style. Other choices that reflect the renting experience in New York City is the need for additional storage, which Carrie addresses by making a shelf over her radiator, adding wall shelving, bookcases, an armoire, and converting what is most likely a hallway or office into a walk-in closet complete with a curtain instead of a door. The only thing that rivals Carrie's closet and large shoe collection are her books, which are everywhere. They appear in every room, on bookshelves, tabletops, stacked on chairs. Having a lot of books around her apartment feels apropos, as Carrie is a writer. They reflect her character's interests and make her home feel lived in, layered, and emotionally true to Carrie. While Carrie was the only one of the women who lived in the same apartment for the entirety of the series, her home evolved with her. One of the biggest shifts occurred when Aiden entered her life. Carrie impulsively bought Aiden's arts and crafts style leather club chair from his furniture store to impress him, and her aesthetic took a slight masculine turn. When Aiden briefly moved into Carrie's apartment, we saw her grapple with other changes to her home.
A plant. The man brought a living thing into my apartment. I don't do plants. I kill everything I bring in there.
You said yes to moving in. The guy moved in.
But he's taking over whole areas. Careful!
Okay, damn, my ears? Figure I'm gonna need about half this space.
I figured you've got mentally ill.
What, you never wear most of this stuff?
Yet.
Gotta start somewhere.
Come on, I love this outfit. That's when I realized I was holding on to a Roberto Cavalli outfit and throwing away my relationship.
While their cohabitation was short-lived, Aiden's chair stayed, even after the relationship ended. After Aiden's departure, and thanks in large part to Charlotte, Carrie achieves a New York City dream and becomes a homeowner. As a renter, Carrie was frequently moving things around and bringing new things into her home. But as a homeowner, she was able to make larger, bolder changes to her apartment if she chose. But no matter the redesign, the heart of Carrie's space was always the same. It's a little chaotic, messy, and a little glamorous. It wasn't just a set, it was a reflection of a woman who valued her style over her square footage.
Six hours later, I was home, and it looked even better on the inside than I remembered it. Because inside, it was all real.
Can you believe that someone actually had the nerve to call this color Florentine peach?
I can't believe you had the nerve to spend this much on sheets.
It's an experiment. I'm trying to change my bed karma. I figure if I can make my bed a place I really want to be, others will feel the same way.
Ah, the field of dreams.
Exactly. If you build it, he will come. I'm either really loving or hating the color. This has a little weird thing here. Damn it. Does everything I bring into this bedroom have to have a flaw?
Haha.
Miranda Hobbes, modern minimalist with a masculine edge. When we meet Miranda, it is unclear where her apartment is located, perhaps the Upper East Side or Midtown. It has white walls and a more bachelorette-style minimalism. Miranda's move to her pre-war apartment on the Upper West Side was quick and a perfect reflection of her early self. Efficient, intelligent, and emotionally guarded.
I have a son who owns his own business.
No thanks. I'll take it.
As an accomplished lawyer, Miranda's taste was more upscale and put together compared to Carrie's eclectic, collected vibe. Miranda's interior style was as sharp as her wit, a design philosophy that says, no fuss, no fluff, just function. In early seasons, Miranda's space was tailored like a great pantsuit. Clean lines, strong silhouettes, and a neutral palette of gray, beige, and white with pops of lavender. Designer Jeremy Conway added materials like metal and glass and decor that was sharp and angular to reflect the emotional armor Miranda wore daily. She owns sleek, functional furniture with minimal ornamentation. As time went on, we saw Miranda take more chances in her love life and with fashion, trading pantsuits for jumpsuits and embracing bold belts, jewelry, and color. Her standout interior design choices included a silver bed frame, Jamie Young lamp, and that unforgettable antique sunburst mirror above the fireplace. Miranda is ever practical, says Conway. She is not about embellishments or details. You'll notice there aren't a lot of things on surfaces or on the walls. Miranda's apartment reflects a modern, urban woman of the times, and her apartment reflects her interests. She invested in top-of-the-line appliances, but was too busy to use them. We often see Miranda working from her dining room, the table covered with her laptop and law documents, which emphasizes the importance of her career. While Miranda was very practical, we know she was open to New Age practices as well, as she believed her apartment was haunted and that buying new bedding might change her romantic fortune. Miranda's biggest interior design and decorating changes were a result of Steve, Brady, and Brooklyn. In order to accommodate her growing family, Season 6 had Miranda trading cold minimalism for practical warmth and buying a home in Brooklyn.
Hey, listen to this one. In our price range, 3-bedroom.
I'm putting my shoes on.
Outdoor space.
I'm getting my bag.
Finished basement.
It's a house?
In Brooklyn.
Okay, shoes are off. What did I tell you about that side of the paper?
Where to?
Brooklyn, please.
I don't go to Brooklyn.
Yeah. Neither do I.
Miranda, this isn't just about you anymore. Brady's only gonna get bigger, God willing. And look at all this space. You owe it to all of us, you, me, Brady, Scout, Fatty, to really look at this place. We're a family.
Oh my God. I'm married.
Her new brownstone in Brooklyn wasn't just a home for Fatty, Scout, Brady, Steve, Steve's mom, and Miranda. It was a reflection of who she was becoming. More grounded, more open, still smart, but a little less guarded. Inside, we find a more textured and lived-in space. A mossy green sofa, mid-century modern credenzas, and exposed brick. It's still sleek, but softened. The cold and bruised colors of her Manhattan apartment were replaced with an earthy palette and featured materials like walnut, teak, and copper. While single Miranda's home was very organized, had little to no clutter and little ornamentation, her new roles changed her style. It's still curated and intentional, but infused with warmth, texture, lived experience, and reflects the family that lives there.
What you did, that is love. You love.
Samantha Jones, Bold Luxe. If Carrie's apartment is cozy chaos and Miranda's is clean and cerebral, then Samantha's home is powerfully sexy. When we meet Sam, she lived in a pre-war apartment on the Upper East Side. She's eventually shamed into leaving that building after a visitor incident. We didn't spend a lot of time there, but saw Samantha's bold luxe style reflected in the deep reds, large patterns, velvet fabrics, and dark, sensual woods in that apartment. Samantha leaves the traditional uptown apartment in favor of the trendy Meatpacking district, which seems like a better fit for the unconventional, open-minded Samantha. While the neighborhood was still industrial and not the shopping, eating, and tourist playground it is today, Samantha's interiors reflect her confidence, control, and unapologetic glam.
You see us, Manhattan? We have it all!
Production designer Jeremy Conway once said they approached Samantha's apartment like she was a big game hunter. Everything was bold and intentional, including Samantha's bright blue kitchen in a high gloss finish and the caster-mounted queen bed with dramatic curtains. Sex loomed large in her life, which was reflected by her bed being at the center of her living space rather than a couch or dining table. Samantha's first apartment was luxurious, and she continues that quality in her loft. Velvet throws, silk pillows, lacquered furniture, and chrome accents are abundant. Samantha's exhibitionist personality and open-mindedness are reflected in an open floor plan, her large windows and full-length mirror, and open storage in the kitchen.
Don't beat yourself up. Aiden hasn't said I love you yet. Until he does, you're a free agent.
What is that, the rules according to Samantha?
See? I'm more old-fashioned than you think.
I don't want to be a free agent. Don't you want to judge me just a little bit?
Not my style.
Her walls were adorned with provocative modern art, pieces that speak to her daring personality and refined taste. She infamously hung her nude portrait in her entryway. The apartment's other accessories are kept to a minimum, with some small upholstered ottomans, bar stools, and a few lamps. Samantha's light is often low, always warm, and always flattering. Samantha's space is a mix of nightclub energy and luxury hotel comfort.
Hello, Sam?
Yes, this is Sam.
Sam Jones?
Yes, this is Sam Jones. Who is this?
The Sam Jones is having the big blowout party tomorrow night?
Exactly who is this Sam Jones? And where is this fabulous party?
Charlotte York, traditional feminine. If Carrie Bradshaw was chaos in a tutu, Charlotte York was a monogrammed linen napkin. She was refined, romantic, and forever chasing the ideal. Charlotte's apartments are the physical embodiment of her pursuit of perfection. While Charlotte is remembered for her Park Avenue address, she started the series on the Upper West Side. This apartment was a transitional space for Charlotte's early journey. It was more modest, but still refined. Feminine, but functional, with a creamy and white color palette, polished wood, delicate prints, and everything in its place. Charlotte's classic taste was already in full bloom. Her graceful and traditional style hinted at her upbringing and artistic side. In season 3, Charlotte met Trey and they quickly married, and she moved into the McDougal Classic Pre-War Co-op on Park Avenue. The home had great bones with classic moldings, high ceilings, dark woods, oversized rooms, and the kind of luxury that perfectly suited Charlotte's aesthetic. In the beginning, the apartment represented a clash and eventual harmony between Trey's family's traditional decor and Charlotte's romantic style. The space was originally decorated by Trey's mother, Bunny McDougal, but became Charlotte's canvas for creating her dream look.
Mother does all our houses.
I should have known. Plaid and the mallards.
You don't like them?
No, it's like we live in the Museum of Natural Ugliness. Trey, if we're really serious about making a fresh start with our marriage and making this our home, it should reflect our taste, shouldn't it?
I have no taste, clearly.
Well, then my taste for us.
As is typical with Charlotte, she was able to see beyond the wooden ducks, plaid prints, and uncomfortable bed to the potential of the apartment. She began installing floral wallpaper, crisp neoclassical furniture, and new old lighting that mirrored her personality. Charlotte oversaw major redesigns in the couple's bedroom, including a silk upholstered headboard, oversized bed, sans dust ruffle, and matching nightstands. Symmetry reigned in Charlotte's home, perhaps reflecting her desire for control. Her color palette was soft and muted, whites, creams, pale pinks, greens, and blues. Her furniture was traditional and romantic, featuring curved lines, slipcovers, and tufted upholstery. Every piece feels curated and intentional, from the silver accessories to the tasteful wallpaper. Charlotte brought in alabaster lamps, more delicate chandeliers, and a china cabinet filled with collected servingware.
Charlotte, yes, we're disappointed, but life goes on. We still have to find a way to have a giggle. Come on, give me a smile.
After their divorce, Charlotte kept the apartment and it truly became her own. With the addition of Harry and later Elizabeth Taylor and Lily, the space softened further. We saw Charlotte in her white kitchen with gray and white diamond tile and a wolf range. Floor-length curtains, framed art, monogrammed details, flower prints, and fresh flowers are staples in the apartment. Charlotte's home is polished, elegant, romantic, and timeless, just like her.
I wouldn't go in there if I were you. It's not pleasant.
I can't make it to the other one!
Oh, look out. I'm coming in.
Surviving a night of food poisoning together wasn't the stuff of great romance, but it was the stuff of lasting love.
Now that we have spent some time learning about each character's design style, let's find out which Sex and the City apartment matches your interior style. 1. What is your ideal living room vibe? A. Mismatched, cozy, layered with books and vintage finds. B. Sleek, modern, and practical, clutter-free. C. Bold, sexy, and made to impress. D. Elegant and timeless with floral arrangements and symmetry. Question 2. Choose a color palette. A. Moody neutrals with pops of color. B. Charcoal, slate, black, and wood tones. C. Black, red, white, and metallics. D. Soft pastels, creamy whites, and gold accents. Question 3. Where are you most likely to shop for decor? A. A flea market or a cute little vintage shop in the West Village. B. West Elm or Muji. C. Jonathan Adler or CB2. D. Pottery Barn or Serena and Lily. Question 4. What is your dream New York City neighborhood? A. The Upper East Side with vintage charm. B. Brooklyn brownstone life with a backyard. C. The Meatpacking district where the party starts at your place. Or D. Park Avenue with access to Central Park. Question 5. Pick a lighting style. A. Soft, layered, and whimsical. B. Bright, practical, and minimal. C. Dramatic, bold, and sculptural. D. Romantic, warm, and classic. If your results are mostly A's, you're a Carrie. Your style is eclectic glam, creative, romantic, and layered. You love pieces with a story, cozy corners, and a touch of chaos in a good way. Your home is as expressive as your wardrobe. If you have mostly B's, you're a Miranda. Your style is modern minimalist, functional, clean, and just a little edgy. You like smart design, strong lines, and a space that works as hard as you do. If you got mostly C's, you're a Samantha. Your style is bold luxe, confident, sexy, and unapologetically glamorous. You live for high shine finishes, statement art, and interiors that turn heads. If you got mostly D's, you're a Charlotte. Your style is traditional feminine, classic, elegant, and always in good taste. You believe a home should feel graceful, refined, and full of fresh flowers and family heirlooms. And if you're a mix of several styles,
Well, that's just fabulous. It felt really sad not to have a man in my life who cares about me. No goddamn soulmate. Maybe we could be each other's soulmates. And then we could let men be just these great, nice guys to have fun with.
Well, that sounds like a plan.
and just like that, we're at the end of the video. If you liked this video, hit that thumbs up button. If you like thrifting, interior design, and DIY, hit subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you get an alert when I post new videos. I couldn't help but wonder what topic to cover next. If you have any ideas, drop them in the comments. As always, thank you for watching and subscribing. I'll see you next time. Bye!